YouTube. This is an idea that I yoinked from another creator, because that's what every good creator does. We just steal our content from others. This was an idea that I saw many times on Raren's channel, and after being pissed off that he never invites me on that particular show, I decided why not do it myself. It's a simple idea. I take somebody that has no idea about the cards of the card game that I play, and I show them the card games, and they rate them on how they think they would be in the game. It's a little bit weirder in Slay the Spire, I find, because everything is a little bit more nuanced. Like, every card has its place in the game. It's just whether or not it's generally a good card or in a vacuum a good card for the game. So you got to kind of do this with a grain of salt. It's more just content so that I can continue to have my fiance on because I like her more than you. Either way, she's going to be on my stream today, so you should come over to the stream right now. I stream Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, and you should tell me how much of a cooler person she is than me, and how you'd rather just see her on the stream than me, and how I should just leave and just let her be there and talk about animals the whole day. Anyways, come over and ask some animal questions. I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah.
So, tell me what we're doing today.
I'm going to show you a card from Slay the Spire, and then you're going to tell chat whether you think the card is good or not.
Frost, don't you have to be good at the game to know the answer?
So, I picked out 5 cards from each of the 4 classes, and then I picked out 2 colorless cards for a total of 22 different cards.
How many?
Now, people are like, isn't she your fiance of almost 8 years? Haven't you guys been together long enough that she knows you and knows the cards?
I hate Slay the Spire.
She doesn't really watch the game.
I don't like this
She watches
game.
my stream a lot. She doesn't give a shit about the game. She doesn't know anything about the game. And usually if I start playing the game and I'm like really into it and I'm not yapping, she tunes out. She turns it off. She goes to the bunny stream. She goes and watches some other content. She's got a lot of other creators to watch. Card number 1 to look at is Anger. 0 cost card, deals 6 damage. Add a copy of this card into your discard pile. When upgraded, just goes up to 8 damage. As a gamer, would you say that this is a good card?
First thought is that it seems like a card that would really flood your hand.
It goes in your discard pile.
Yeah, but like...
What's your deck?
Yeah, your deck.
Right.
So unless you have like a lot of draw, I don't think it's the best. I feel like there's definitely better.
So is it good or bad? We're doing a binary today.
Good or bad?
Good or bad?
And it depends on your deck. No.
I took away a lot of the like more ambiguous cards. I didn't choose the ambiguous cards. I chose the cards that people are like, this card is either good or bad. People have a general opinion about the card.
Well, how often do you get like a deck that has you filter often? Like, is it hard to build those decks? Because if it's hard, this card sucks. But if it's easy to build a deck that filters through, it can be good, but that's a very specific type of deck. I would say bad.
You think this card is bad?
If I have to choose.
And you chose wrong. This card's pretty good. It's extremely useful early on and can be a major damage tool later on in the game, because just having a bunch of 0 cost attacks if you are like scaling strength and stuff is pretty damn good. You can almost always put 1 into your deck unless you're fighting a specific Act 1 boss, but I don't see a reason to usually not take 1 copy of this card.
So I take it's easy to filter through the deck.
Slay the Spire doesn't usually lack card draw. So the difference between Slay the Spire and other card games is the fact that other card games, you get a hand, and then every turn you draw 1 card, right? And you keep your hand the entire time. Slay the Spire, the end of every turn, you get rid of your 5-card hand or however many cards you have in your hand, and then you draw a new 5 cards on the next turn. And you get rid of your hand, you draw a new 5 cards. So you're cycling already just from the inherent nature of the game. But yeah, there's a lot of draw in the game as well. That one, honestly, I think is like gonna be the most decisive from Twitch chat out of the Ironclad cards. Next up, we have Heavy Blade.
That's really heavy.
2 mana. Heavy Blade, deal 14 damage, but strength affects this card 3 times or upgraded 5 times. So basically, if I have 1 strength, it deals 19 damage upgraded, right? It's just...
I mean, I'm still just thinking like, how often do you get strength as the Ironclad?
Pretty often.
Pretty often?
Yeah. It's pretty easy to come by. A little bit of strength, pretty easy to come by.
I don't know. This is kind of hard to judge it because like I don't know how other cards are. Like, isn't there like a really like 50 something card with 3 mana or something? Like, I don't know what the other cards are. Like if there's better cards than this out there is what I mean. Because I don't know.
That's
any
the name of the
other
game.
cards.
That's the name of the game.
I'm pretty sure there's like a big card that does like 50 damage for like 3 mana or something.
You're thinking of Bludgeon, and it does 42 damage for 3
Yeah.
mana. Yeah.
So I feel like based on that knowledge, this one probably isn't that good for 2 mana. But I also don't know.
Well, you are correct that this card is not good. This is a pretty bad card. But not for that reason, because Bludgeon's actually not really that good of a card either. It's okay. Bludgeon's like kind of mid. But yeah, I would say Heavy Blade overall is a bad card, just because there's a lot of cards that scale with strength as well, like a lot of multi-hitting cards. Sword Boomerang, for instance, can, it's 1 mana and it technically scales 4 times with strength. Pummel that scales 4 or 5 times with strength for 1 mana. And then also, if you get enough strength, like if you just have a lot of strength, any card is going to deal a lot of damage. If I have 40 strength, this is going to deal 46 damage. Like, what do I care about 46 damage or times 5ing that, right? Like, it's still a lot of damage. So, yeah, I'd say you're 1 for 1 right now. All right, next up. This is going to get chat a little riled up, I think. I think chat's going to get a little pissed off at this. Rupture. 1 energy. Whenever you lose HP from a card, so you have to have a card that deals damage to you, gain 1 or 2 strength when upgraded. The beta art is inconceivable.
It's red.
Yeah, it's a lot of red. There are a number of ways that the Ironclad can lose HP, so don't worry about that.
From a card?
Yeah. The Ironclad is chock full of them.
Is that for like the entire round?
It's for the entire. So yeah, it would reset at the end at every combat. So yeah, every fight you start at 0 strength, and you have to build it up. Yeah. So it'd be for the entire combat.
Is losing HP something common?
Yeah, so HP is a big resource in the game. And the Ironclad actually has, so his passive, like the relic that he starts with is at the end of combat, heal 6 HP. And he also has a lot of other tools to be able to heal as well. So, and yeah, losing HP, like I'll tell you this,
So it's like every time you lose HP?
one of the
gain
most
2
powerful
strength?
cards for the Ironclad is this. Lose 6 HP, gain 2 energy, and draw a bunch of cards. This is one of the strongest Ironclad
it's
cards.
0 cost.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, you do commonly you do commonly hurt yourself on purpose. Like, it's very, very normal.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's okay. I mean, I know there's a relic that lets you like put the card in the beginning of your deck or whatever. But I mean, I feel like you're not sitting on there with a guy for a lot. Like, you're not there fighting a guy for a long time. Like, I feel like if you went back and forth with a guy like 50 times, then sure, it would be good. But I feel like you get like maybe 10 turns unless you're like at the boss, you know? So there's not that. Oh, but it's also you have to play a card. So it's not the guy hitting you.
Right. Yeah.
It's you
it's
have
you
to
having
play
to
a
play a
card.
card. Right.
I don't think it's that good.
You're right. This card kind of fucking blows. It's a noob trap. So there's a really good card that is a lot better. It's Demon Form. And it literally costs a fuck ton of energy.
Yeah,
And then you
I
don't
know
gain
this
strength.
card.
You don't gain strength until
This
the
is
next
Clash.
turn. Yeah, you don't gain strength until the next turn, right?
Yeah.
So it's like such a delayed response. But because it gives you at every turn on repeat, people then say, oh, if you have something like Rupture and then like a Combust that deals damage to you every turn, or like a Brutality that deals damage to you every turn,
you
they're
need,
like
a combo.
well, they're like, oh, then that's like kind of like a Demon Form. But it's a trap because you have to draw so many different pieces of the puzzle, get them all in play. Then you have to, again, wait a turn. You have to like end your turn and let it hurt you in order to gain the strength.
Yeah.
It's so delayed that it's super hard to pull off. And usually, like you're saying, you're right. Most fights only go like in hallway fights are only like 5 turns.
Yeah, you wouldn't be
So if I
gaining
don't-
that much.
Yeah, so if I don't draw Rupture until like turn 3, then I have to end my turn. And if I have the other combo piece in play, I then have, I just start gaining strength then. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Pretty bad. But I feel like a lot of people in chat kind of think that it's good. One in the chat if you think that Rupture is pretty good or you like Rupture. See, I like the idea of Rupture, but it just isn't really that good. There's a lot of people that get baited by this card. A lot of people that get baited by this card, but my chat's smarter than that. One, but not anymore. Thanks. Okay, next
well, I'm
up.
not gonna admit to that now.
True. Next up, Searing Blow. This card deals 12 damage, 2 mana. but it can be upgraded any number of times. And you can upgrade it like campfires, and you can upgrade during combat, but those are temporary, right? But when you upgrade it, it upgrades by 4 damage. But then the next upgrade gets upgraded by 5 damage. Then the next one is 6 damage. And the next one is 7 damage. So it's slowly,
And it stays upgraded?
So if you upgrade outside of combat, like if you upgrade at
Yeah.
a campfire or in an event, yes. There are cards that, like, one of the most powerful cards that the Ironclad has is this card. It upgrades a card, but it's only for the rest of combat.
Yeah.
But obviously, if you use it multiple times, you could upgrade Searing Blow multiple times throughout a combat.
I feel like, in my experience watching this, I feel like you don't really upgrade that often. Like, you do upgrade, but not enough to be spinning every single one on this card. Like, am I wrong in thinking that?
It's up to you.
I feel like it doesn't happen that often.
So you're saying this card's bad?
I just feel like there's a lot of other cards that do well upgraded. When you have, like, I feel like, I don't know the game, so I don't know how often you can upgrade, but I feel like there's a lot of cards that do a lot of good things when they're upgraded, but you're spending every single upgrade on this one card. I feel like your deck would be so much better with all these other cards being amazing instead of just one. That's kind of my thought process of it.
So it's bad.
But I also don't know how this game works. I don't know how this game works. I don't know if that's accurate for how the game is ran and built. Yeah.
Would it help if I showed you the beta art? It's kind of mid.
Is that a sword?
Yeah, it's kind of just like blood on a sword, and it's like hot over it. Yeah. You saying it's bad?
Yeah.
It's terrible. It's the worst card in the entire fucking game. Yeah. It is genuinely one of, if not the worst card in the entire game.
I mean,
Yeah,
if you were able to
this is some
upgrade a
ass.
lot, then,
there's-
I don't know how often this game lets
I have like
you upgrade.
4,000 hours in the game. I've gotten like 2.5 successful runs out of Searing Blow. And I tried because it's memes. And if I get it off, it's a good video, So, what is that? Is 3 out of 4? 75% accuracy right now? I think that's pretty fucking good. Chat, keep track. Keep track for me. 3 out of 4. We're gonna do this last card, and then we're gonna let it. We're gonna run an ad break. Last card is
Burger.
Feed. This is the upgrade. This is
Ew.
this is the beta art.
Burger.
So Feed is deal 10 damage, 12 damage if upgraded. If fatal, meaning that it kills a guy, it will raise your max HP by 3 or 4. And when you raise your max HP, it also raises your current HP. So it's technically a small little heal.
An exhaust.
Exhaust just means it's removed until the end of combat. You can only use it one time.
Oh.
Until the end of combat. You can only use it once per combat.
Yeah. In my head.
In your head. In your head.
I feel like I've seen another card where, like, if you kill a person with it, you get a bunch of money or something.
That would be Hand of Greed.
Yeah.
It's like.
And in my head, when I first saw that card, I was like, what the fuck? How often are you gonna be able to kill someone with this one card? But then I remember seeing you like actually do it a lot. And this was like one time watching you do it. But I feel like that card deals way more damage than 12. Am I wrong?
20 or 25
Yeah.
upgraded, and it gives you the same amount of gold. And that card doesn't exhaust, so you can use it as many times per fight as possible.
Yeah.
Which makes it a lot better, because like if you draw this and you're not going to kill somebody with it, you can't use it to like deal damage. But the other one, Hand of Greed, it is 2 cost.
Does
but
it exhaust every single time you use it, even if you don't kill someone?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It always exhausts. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But Hand of Greed is like really good because you can use it to hurt somebody, and then the
Yeah.
next time you draw it, you can.
Just on instincts, I don't think it's the best. I mean, it definitely is like a 1-cost 12 damage card. Like, sure, it's something to have to throw damage at it, and then if you're good at going through your deck, then yeah, you get some HP. But I don't know. I feel like it could be better, I guess, is what I'm thinking.
So you're saying it's bad?
Yeah, I think it could be better.
This is one of the best cards in the entire game.
Oh, I think it could be better.
Well, I think it should be fucking better.
I think it could be better. You could do better.
If you get this card early in a run, you can get, so like your character normally starts with like 75 max HP. You can get up to like 250 max HP by the end of a run. And that is insane. Because like the hardest fight in the entire game, usually the biggest hit that you'll deal with is like 60 damage. Being able to just tank that, like regardless of how much block you have, is crazy. And there's like a lot of potions that will like heal you based on a percentage of your max HP. Resting at campfires is all based on max HP. But consequently, any damage you take is usually based on your max HP. So there's a lot of caveats with that, but yeah, it's actually a lot easier to be able to get this off than you would think. It does,
Yeah,
I will say.
that's what I thought about the Hand of Greed card, and then I saw you use it a bunch. I'm like, oh, you can actually do stuff with it.
I will say, newer players are very scared of this card. And cards like it, because newer players are very scared of taking damage in order to be able to get this off. They don't think of their health as much of a resource. They would a lot of times miss it because they're like, oh, I could take 5 damage and guarantee getting feed off next turn, or I could kill him right now. And a lot of newer players would be like, I just got to kill him. I just got to kill him. And they'll keep doing that over and over again. And then they'll only get like 20 max HP by the end of the round. They'll be like, that was pretty bad. So I do think that this takes a little bit more of an experienced player to be able to implement effectively, but
I think it could be better.
it's one of the strongest cards there is. Okay, moving on to the Silence. I think that you're going to be a lot better at this character. All right, let me give you a rundown of the Silent. So the Silent
Poison
is a woman.
Mm-hmm.
And she is really good at, she has like 3 main archetypes. She has Shivs, she has Poison, and she has Discard. Those are her main 3 things. Yeah, she's also very good at blocking. But that's not like an archetype of how you would win the game necessarily. But she's very good at blocking. Yeah, she's more of like a rogue type character.
Cool.
Yeah.
Fuck with rogues.
Yeah. No, I think if you played this game, you would fuck with the Silent heavy. First card that we're going to look at for the Silent is Blade Dance. Blade Dance puts 3 Shivs into your hand, or upgraded 4 Shivs into your hand. Beta art?
That's great.
What are your initial thoughts on Blade Dance? You can see what a Shiv does, by the way.
Yeah.
In case you can tell.
So it's so it's just 16 damage for 1.
Yeah, and like, you know, you could think about it if you have strength, or if you have there is a singular power that just upgrades Shivs. There is a power that just says make Shivs better.
Okay.
But you the only thing you have to remember with Shivs is there are some enemies in the game, they're infrequent, that care about how many cards you play. Like, they don't like you spamming a lot of cards. But those are very infrequent.
Like thorns?
Because of thorns, there's also like time meter that says once you play 12 cards, it just ends your turn, and that timer goes between turns. So like if I play 10 cards in a turn, next turn I only get 2 cards, and then they just fucking they end their turn, they gain 2 strength, and they do their turn.
So you would just play Blade Dance last.
Well, yes, I know that you still have to play the Shivs.
Yeah. Like if you
So like a Blade Dance Plus is 5 cards. But then there's also enemies that are the opposite of that, like somebody in chat just said, that get hurt the more cards you play. So like there's to and fro. I'm just letting you know that can be a problem. I'm not trying to lead you. I'm just trying to give you as much information as you can.
I mean, I think 16 damage for 1 mana. I mean, it doesn't sound like the best, but like, wasn't there a card with Ironclad that was like 2 mana for like 14 damage or something?
Yeah. No, 1 mana 16 damage is actually really good.
Yeah.
1 mana 16 damage is very high.
And I feel like as long as you like prep your deck for the bosses and shit, you could probably handle
She's
it.
better than half of you in chat right now.
I mean, all of this depends on what kind of deck you have. All of these cards can be good in their own way if you have this certain relic or this certain boss.
Yeah, that's the whole point of Slay the Spire, but it's just like...
So it's hard to say this is good all the time or this is bad all the time, yeah? But I feel like you could handle yourself with this card. If I'm imagining how the game works correctly, I think it would be good.
It's good?
Yeah.
It's great. This card's amazing. Yeah, 1 mana 16 damage is really solid. Being able to scale it with other things is really strong. There's a lot of things in the game that allow you to scale strength, and then it just, you know, it's scaling times 4 every single time that you upgrade it. This is like a snap pick early on in the game. Like, no matter what your deck is doing, you should probably just throw an A Blade Dance because it's just a lot of damage. You can build a lot of decks around Shivs. It can get a little dicey into the later game, like with the timer you were talking about with the heart, because the heart literally says deal 2 damage to you every time you play a card.
Yeah, but you have a lot of time to prep for the heart.
Yeah, exactly. And no, it's like you're saying. Chat will complain that they can't beat the time meter because they go Shivs, but they're just not prepping. They're not prepping correctly, and you can.
If you go with this card, you got to know what to do along the way.
But yes.
Yeah, it's kind of like Binding of Isaac.
Exactly.
You pick an item and you really like that item. You have to now adapt your entire run around that item.
Exactly. She's so much better than you, chat. 4 out of 6. You're a 4 out of 6. You're almost a passing grade. Hit him with the Endless Agony. Mountain of text for just a 0-cost card. Deal 4 damage. Whenever you draw this card, add a copy of it into your hand. Deal 6 damage upgraded. And the beta art's just a little doll.
Mm-hmm.
Get the thorns in him.
Whenever you draw it?
Whenever you draw it. So since
But you exhaust it.
If you play it. If you don't play it, it'll discard. And you'll put it into your discard pile, and then you can redraw it, and then it would, multiply. Or, since the Silent does have like access to a lot of discard to just like throw cards out of her hand, you can use them as discard fodder, we say. Because sometimes you're like, oh, I have a bunch of good cards in my hand. I don't want to discard any of them. But if I had an Endless Agony, I could get rid of one of the Endless Agonies. So that's like the theory behind it. That's like the idea behind it is like, you keep one alive and you cycle it through to be able to...
Yeah, but then you have to... I don't think it just sits there, you know? Like, yeah, you get its little friend coming along, but it's only 4 damage. I don't feel like this is good.
It's terrible. It's so bad. It's so bad. This card is fucking trash. You take it early on if you just like need just like a bit of damage. Like if you're really lacking damage, you can take it early because it's like a free 8 damage or 6 damage, and then it just goes away.
You can't use it though. You have to wait for its friend to come along.
No, you can use both of them when you draw. Like
yeah, and then you never get to use it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like it's pretty shit. It's pretty bad. Yeah, it's pretty bad. The Silent also just like starts with so many cards in her deck that it just makes it worse to just clog it up.
I think 4 damage is like, that's so stupid. It should be like 10.
Next up, and this one's gonna get chat riled up, chat. It's 1,000 cuts to 2 mana power. So once you put it in play, it's in play for the rest of combat. Whenever you play a card, deal 1 or 2 damage to all enemies.
All enemies? So all of them at the same time?
Everybody in the fight, yeah.
So like Shiv would mesh with it well? Yeah, I mean, if you have a deck that meshes with it, then sure, but...
Silent's really good at playing 1,000 cards a turn. That's kind of her shit.
Yeah. Then yeah, I mean, if you have a deck that can play a bunch of cards, then yeah. But I mean, if your deck is like not doing much, then no. I don't know how to answer
Good or bad?
I don't know how to answer it. I mean, I guess since you said the Shiv card was good, this one's probably good.
Unfortunately, no.
Yeah, I don't know how it plays.
Unfortunately, it's really expensive to get off and then just doesn't deal a lot of damage throughout the entirety of the fight. And since it doesn't scale with like any sort of strength gain or anything like that, it's fun. It's so incredibly fun to use. The way that I rank good cards and bad cards in Slay the Spire is how often you can just like take it in like every single deck. Like how often are you looking for these similar tools every single run? And there's never really a time where you're like, I really need 1,000 cuts. Like this is what...
But you said that you be taking that Shiv card all the time.
Blade Dance?
Yeah.
Right. So Blade Dance is a common card, right? Common card, you see it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a power called Accuracy that literally tells your Shivs to deal 4 or 6 more damage. This is an uncommon card, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it takes that Blade Dance, let's say if they're both upgraded, from 16 damage to 40 upgraded damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you have 1,000 cuts upgraded, it adds 10 damage onto your Blade Dance. So it takes it from, for 2 mana, it makes it 16 damage to 26 damage. It's so much worse. And it's more expensive to play. It's more rare, so it's harder to find. Like it's just a feels bad all around. All right, next up, Grand Finale can only be played if there are no cards in your draw pile. And then it's 0 mana, deal 50 or 60 damage to all enemies.
How often are there no cards in your draw pile?
You gotta manipulate your deck. So like, because if you have a card, if you have room in your hand to draw every card from like, let's say like a draw 4. And if you have 2 cards in your draw pile, you're going to draw 2, and then your discard pile is going to reshuffle, and you're going to draw 2 more cards, and then your draw pile is going to be filled with cards. So you have to draw the perfect number of cards. It does take a lot of deliberate use. And another problem with this card is if I have a 20 card deck and I draw it in my first hand, I then discard it and it just goes into my discard pile and I can't play it until I cycle again through all 20 cards and then hope that I draw it at the end, right?
So what you're saying is it's hard to actually get off.
I think that's by design, though. For like 0 mana, deal 50 or 60 damage.
Yeah.
Like, it's supposed to be something that is...
Well, I mean, I think you pretty much answer yourself. Like, it's good when you can do it, but it's bad when you can't. I don't know. You're saying it's hard to actually get it off.
Yeah.
So that would make it a bad card.
I gave it away.
I just don't know. I don't know how the game works. Like, yes, obviously dealing 50 damage to all enemies is fantastic, but like, I don't know how easy it is to have no cards in your draw pile. I don't know how easy it is to manipulate your hand to get you to have no cards in your draw pile. Mm-hmm. I don't know that about the game. So it would depend on how easy that is. And from what you're telling me, it's not easy. So it sounds like it's a shit card.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Okay.
It's really fun. It's definitely a fun card, but there's never really a time that you're looking for it. Yeah. All right, last card on the silent. Wraith Form. Gain 2 intangible. This is also its beta art. That's its normal art. This is the beta art. Spooky little ghost. Gain 2 or 3 intangible for 3 mana, but for the rest of combat, at the beginning of your turn, you will lose 1 dexterity, which is your ability to block, right? And then intangible, you can see right here, reduces all incoming damage to 1. All HP loss while you are intangible is set to 1.
And the 2 intangible is just for like the next 2 rounds?
For the turn that you play it, and then it'll be the next turn, yeah. So like if you play it, you become intangible, and then the next turn you would be intangible, and then the turn after that you would start taking damage. The enemies would go back to normal. And the damage that you would take from any, effects that you have as well.
Yeah, but it's 3 mana, and don't you really often only have 3?
You start out with only 3, yeah?
So it's essentially a card to prep you to explode the next round. Like the next turn. To use everything you got. I think that's fine. I guess it would depend on the enemy. Like if your enemy just be throwing damage at you, then yeah. But if your enemy is like upgrading every single round, like why are you waiting to just explode all your stuff onto him? I guess it also depends, like, do you get a lot of block as the silent?
The silent does a pretty good job of blocking usually.
Then what is the point of this if you have block? I mean, I get it, like upgraded, sure. You get fucking 2 rounds to just unload onto somebody. Yeah?
Right.
But like, what the fuck is the point of having block cards? Yeah. Like you have block cards.
What's the point?
You have block cards, so like why do you need this? Because I mean, if you have no block, sure it's great, but if you have block cards and you're saying the silent has block, I would say it's bad.
Just like Feed, it's one of the best cards in the whole ass game.
Then what's the point of block cards?
No, so yeah, it's definitely like built so that you can just ignore taking block cards. So so the thought again is most hallway fights, they go for like 5 turns, right? Mm-hmm. So if you think about this, if I play Wraith Form, I'm intangible this turn, next turn after that, if it's upgraded, and then the turn after that, my enemy's gonna hit me, but I still have this turn to kill them, right? So I play this, and maybe I can do something else, but probably not, right? Because I'm, high mana cost, you're right. And then the next turn, I got 3 mana to just spend on damage. Next turn, damage.
Yeah, but what if the
next
only
turn,
cards
damage.
Because you said that she has a lot of block. Your hand, so you can only take this card if you have no block. But it's like a rare card, so you don't find that within the first few rooms.
It allows a lot of freedom to be able to like either get your damage off and set up your scaling, set up your poison, right? Or there's a lot of ways to negate this debuff, right? There's a lot of like ways to get rid of the debuff, and that will allow you to spend your turns while you're intangible to scale up and set up your blocking engine for future turns. So it's just kind of a card that allows you to just blanket buy time to do your shit.
Yeah, but you said you have a lot of block as the silent.
She has a lot of access to it. Yeah, doesn't mean you have to take it.
So what? You use this card. Next round comes around. You have like one little strike, 6 damage. Wow, wow, you did it. And then the next turn, oh my god, I really got to do something more than 6 damage. I mean, sure, if you can upgrade it.
Chat, you heard it here first. Wraith Form is bad, and we need to stop taking it.
I don't
Wraith
see
Form
the
is
point of it.
fucking terrible.
Like, why? You go through the game, you have block cards, you get to the boss, and this pops up. Why would you take it? If you have
so a lot of times, yeah, a lot of times that can be the case where it's like if you already have like a really, really strong blocking engine, you won't need a Wraith Form. But
yeah, I mean, if you don't have any block, it's good. But if you do, what the fuck is the point of it? Yeah.
Because it's really fucking OP. It's just really OP. It's like 3 turns of invincibility.
If it is upgraded.
Yeah. It's definitely like a must upgrade.
Also,
yeah.
you say it's 3 turns, but the turn you use it on, you use all of your mana for it.
Yeah, usually. All right, chat. What's the score? August 200, Frost 0, 10 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10. Are we?
Chat understands my thought process.
5 out of 8. There's been more than 8 cards. All right, next up, the Defect.
7.
We have to, otherwise chat will get mad at me. Rate Claw. Do you actually know whether Claw is good or not?
So, it's so fun. That's ugly. Go back. I mean, I'm gonna say it's good no matter what, but deal 3 damage, increase the damage of all Claw cards by 2 this combat. I think it's so fun. And isn't that the point of the game? Isn't... Maybe we shouldn't. Are you not playing this game just to have fun?
Maybe we shouldn't be playing. Maybe we shouldn't be playing Wraith Form because that's just not a fun card.
Aren't you right?
But with that logic, wouldn't you want to take the burger card every time?
It's a burger, yeah.
Yeah, but you said it was bad.
I think the whole point of playing this beautiful game, 4,000 hours. What do you have?
Yeah.
I think. Would you say? The times that you've taken Claw in those 4,000 hours. Did you have fun?
Fuck no.
No?
Fuck no.
I think you're bitter. Why would you? I mean, if you're trying to win some big fucking challenge and your chat's laughing at you, I think, especially when you have chat cheering you on every time you use it, I think that's pretty good.
I would be inclined to agree with you if I got 25 gifted subscriptions, but without that, I will be docking a point from you, and your official score will be going down.
You do not know the official score. Only chat does, and they will not allow that.
Yeah, Claw's fucking terrible. That card is so fucking dog shit. It's actually terrible. It's not good. Okay. I feel like you're going to be very opinionated on the Defect, because this is the character that you actually like.
I do like Orb Boy. I like the Defect. The Defect and me are really on a streak right now, aren't we?
Anyways, the next card up is Blizzard.
It's not just because he's a machine, chat. I like him for who he is.
Deal damage equal to the number of times that you've casted a Frost Orb this combat. Or it's either 2 times or 3 times. So if I've casted 5 Frost Orbs, it's either 10 damage or 15 damage. And I will tell you, so there's an effect that happens whenever you play it. It's like a little blizzard that comes down. And the more that you play, the bigger the blizzard gets. It's really cool.
Oh, that's fun.
That's actually really cool. It's actually like the coolest effect in the entire
feel
game.
like on First Instinct, the Frost channel is blocked. And you're dealing damage, so you're blocking and damage at the same time. And it's 1 mana.
Yeah, you play a lot of Frost.
I feel like that's, well, yeah, you have to block.
You gotta block.
I feel like it's a good card just because you're damaging and you're healing, or not healing, but blocking, with just 1 mana.
Do you think it's a good card?
I think so.
He's not that good.
No.
It's not that good. It takes so long to scale. And a lot of times, your objective isn't to play, your objective is to play, 10 Frost Orbs, and then they just sit. So 10 is a lot.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to.
Yeah, sometimes you don't cycle the orbs a lot. Sometimes you do, and then a Blizzard deck.
It's Frost channeled, so that's it getting into the slot, not it being used.
Oh, you thought it was like at the end of every turn when they go.
Yeah.
No.
No, it's when it gets to your thingy.
When you make
Oh,
one.
yeah.
When you birth one.
Because that doesn't happen because you want them to sit there.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes you do cycle quite a bit.
Yeah. Because aren't the purple ones like they upgrade every single time?
Right. Yeah.
So you like them to sit there for a minute.
You like to sit on them. Yeah.
Yeah. To sit on them.
Yeah.
And this can only be used like the one round. Like it's not the entire fight. It's just this one turn.
Sorry, we have a very upset person in chat.
Reviewing cards as you are doing doesn't make sense whatsoever. Blizzard is situationally a run solver. Good, bad is not a useful rating system.
Yes, but what we're doing here is we're having fun.
Live your life like you're playing Claw.
We are having fun here and not caring about whether or not the card, it's a nuanced battlefield that we're on. I am talking to my fiance that doesn't play this game. And when you talk to a newer player, you talk to in more binary. Because if you just say, well, it's actually like really, it's actually more nuanced than that. Sometimes you want to take this card, but not all the time. Don't think about taking this card. What you want to do is you want to think about your deck and how it's stacked up against the enemies. Are you generally a frost or be able to get this field up to about 30 within a couple turns? If not, I would recommend taking it, but like maybe you don't have enough damage, or you need like maybe an AoE fight. They've already stopped playing the game.
Well,
they've already been like, this is way too complicated and I'm overwhelmed. I no longer have.
The way that we're kind of talking about it is on average, you know? Like everything, I mean, there are such shit items in Binding of Isaac. Terrible fucking items.
Sometimes,
but
bro.
If your run fits it so well, I mean, there's so many times where you see an item in Binding of Isaac and you're like, instantly, I've seen that before. That one sucks. Don't even look at it. But if you like analyze your run, you're like, wait a second, this could actually fit really well. But that doesn't fucking happen that often. On average, that item is going to be shit. And that's kind of how we're like basing on here. On average, this is probably a shit card, but I'm sure there is a run where you can use it. Same exact thing with Binding of Isaac. And
Look at how veiny
I
my
am,
forearms are, isn't it sick?
I have like over 1,000 hours in Binding of Isaac. That's like the #1 game that I play. That is what I know. All of my gaming knowledge is from Binding of Isaac.
This is an echo chamber, and don't you forget it.
He plays on my account. Whenever he has played Binding of Isaac, it is on my account because I have all the unlocks.
He's very opinionated on that.
That's my game.
All right, I wanted to show you this card because it has a donut. Self-repair. It's a power, you put it in play, and then at the end of combat, you heal for 7 or 10. We got donut.
Does the Defect have a lot of damage?
A lot of damage?
Yeah, like, does he get hurt a lot?
Oh, does he take a lot of damage?
Yeah, are there, like, a lot of cards?
Oh, a lot of cards that deal damage to him?
Yeah.
No. I don't think he has a single card. Chad, does Defect have a single card that deals damage to him? I don't think so.
Like, I know HP is a resource, but, like, I feel like this card would only be good if you have, like, something to pair it with, you know? I mean, well, also, how often can you heal in this game? Like, do you heal often?
Depends on the run, but a lot of times, you know, you can rest at campfires. You can get relics to heal you.
Yeah, but campfires is where you upgrade, so you don't want to rest that often. So, in a way, could this card be good just because you might be able to get more upgrades off because you're not healing at campfires?
$1 billion question. You get $1 billion if you get this right.
Well, I don't know if you can like really do that in the game. I don't know how this game works. But I feel like upgrades. I feel like the times that I've watched this game, upgrades are really hard to come by, which is why I said that one card was shit. I don't know. I feel like this card would help you upgrade, so I think it's good.
This card is incredible. A lot of times people use it incorrectly, and they just take it willy-nilly, and then it essentially is just 7 block that's like on a delay. Because, like, they'll play it on a turn instead of playing a block card, and then they'll take 5 damage. And then it's, you know, it's essentially only healing for 2. But the reason why it's so good is because the defects, like, if you play a Frost Orb, right? At the beginning of your combat, a Frost Orb, you're playing 1 mana, channel a Frost Orb, it only blocks for 2. Where normally, a Defend, for the same amount of mana, blocks for 5. So you're saying, I want to do less defensive, but then it deals 2 block every single turn.
Mm-hmm.
And if you evoke it, it gains 5 block.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you scale it up with focus, it can get like super fucking big and you go like super crazy mode on the defect. And so the self-repair is really good because you do all your stuff, and while you're doing your stuff to scale up, you might take some damage, and then the self-repair helps you heal up the damage that you took in order to get your engine running.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, self-repair is really good.
Cool.
Self-repair is quite good. Okay, next one. All for one. 2 mana. Deal 10 damage. Put all 0 cost cards from your discard pile into your hand.
Put all cost 0 cards.
0 cost and cost 0.
Claw?
There
Oh, shit.
are those that has a different meaning that you needed to correct me on.
Well, you said it like 5 different
I
ways.
was stuttering.
You said it 5 different ways.
I was stuttering.
You said you don't take claw though.
Claw is not the only 0 cost card. Do you want me to scroll and show you how many 0 cost cards there are on the defect?
Yeah, I mean this card would depend on how good your 0 cost cards are. That's all it depends on. You say claw is bad. How many other 0 cost cards are good? Are they
Some
good?
of the 1 cost cards, like this and this, they'll upgrade to be 0 cost.
Are they good?
You want me to go through and say whether
I'm
they're
just
good or not?
asking you, are these good cards to be drawn?
Okay.
That's all.
This
that
is a good card.
matters.
This is a good card. 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 This is a pretty good card. This is an insanely good card. This is a good card. This upgrades to be 0 cost. This is a good card when you
But
upgrade it to 0
it's like
cost.
a good amount of damage and block, like all of those.
Yeah, there's a little bit of everything in there. Depends what you take. Depends what you craft as a deck.
I would say if I had to guess, on average, I would say it's probably good if I had to guess. But again, I don't know how.
I just had to add this card because I know Claw and chat is gonna get mad if you say
Yeah,
that.
but you say claw is bad.
So you're going off my rating now, which you didn't do when you were rating Claw.
Yeah, because it's claw.
Mhm.
But like, you have to take claw for this to be good, you know?
Mhm.
And if you're not taking claw, you're gonna say it's bad. But I think it's good.
I think in general, All for One is not what you're looking for. I think
It
it's
just depends.
generally bad. I do think that this is one of those cards that does teeter, and there's a lot of specific deck archetypes that will work with this. But I think overall, in a vacuum, this card is pretty bad. And one major reason for it is if you look at the slew. I'm explaining this to chat. If you look at like the slew of rare cards, the Defect has so many great rare cards that it's like whenever you're seeing it paired along another rare card, you're like, fuck, I want that more. And a lot of other times when you see an All for One show up, it'll be like paired next to a fucking Cool-Headed. And you're like, damn it, I could take an All for One here and I could try to go for an All for One thing. Or I could just take the Cool-Headed. It's solid. It's amazing. It's just like what I should be taking. It's like the opportunity cost of taking All for One is like meh.
It just
But then when you have like
depends on your
Snecko
deck.
Eye or you have something else that's really, really good. Yeah, no, that's again, like that other chatter was saying. Everything is just depends.
Yeah.
But I'm doing this for the content. I'm doing this for the clickability and having a woman on screen.
I think it's good for claw.
Next up, Meteor Strike. 5 energy costs.
How often are you
Deal
able to even do that?
24 damage, but channel 3 plasma orbs. Do you know what plasma orbs are?
Yeah, it's the purple.
No, it's not the purple one. That's a dark orb.
What's the plasma?
Plasma orb gives you 1 energy a turn, and when you cycle it, it gives you 2 energy.
Yeah, but you need the energy to actually play this card.
When you upgrade it, it does 30 damage. And
How
then the beta art,
often? Oh, they're on strike. I love that.
you get that?
How often are you even able to get to 5 or to?
More often than you would think.
Yeah, really?
Mhm.
And then you're just able to use this over and over again.
Yeah, once you use it once, it kind of does provide the energy to
Yeah.
use it again, yeah.
Yeah, but then don't you need your other Orbeez? Like how many slots does the Defect have?
Starts with 3, can get up to 10.
How often are you upgrading your slots?
Your goal is to do it anytime you really can.
Yeah, I mean,
Adding
I can
slots is
imagine.
extremely powerful,
I can imagine.
Yeah. Adding slots is very powerful.
To be able to use this card even, you'd have to be pretty far in the game. So if you're getting that far in the game, shouldn't you already be like set, you know? Like, do you really need this? I don't know. I have no idea. I feel like it would be too hard to get off. But again, I don't know.
Kind of like me on an SSRI.
It's a good card. I like when it gets off.
Well, you'd be right. This is a great card. Meteor Strike is really good. And I think like Meteor Strike is a really interesting card because it really hasn't changed since the game has come out, but like the meta has shifted and players have gotten better with managing energy, and now it's become like a staple take. Like people take this card very regularly, even when they can't get it off yet, because like there's so many.
Want to make their be able to.
There's so many ways to be able to get it off, and like you said, once you get it off, like you can get it off 100 times.
Yeah.
And there's also cards like Recycle that you pick a card in your hand and you exhaust and you gain energy equal to its cost. So like it can be useful in a secondary manner too, right? It can be useful in different ways.
You just have to be good enough to be able to use it.
Yeah, no, I definitely think that this is again similar to Feed, where it's like the more senior players will use this a lot.
Yeah, but do you think that? So does that just inherently make it a good card, just because the people who know what they're doing can get it off?
No, the people that know what they're doing use it to have an extremely high win rate. Yeah, a lot of other people will avoid it because they're scared of it, but it's like Feed. Feed, once you know what you're doing with the game, you can get it off, and then the runs that you can get it off, you're fucking. It's like the runs that you take you're fucking broken. You're owning.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say it's pretty good. All right, one more character left. Do you need me to give you a rundown on the Watcher?
Sure, because I don't really get her.
Yeah, so the Watcher has two main forms.
I stopped watching when this character came out.
Type shit. The Watcher has two main forms, Wrath and Calm.
Okay.
Calm just takes you out of your wrath, basically. But when you leave Calm, you gain 2 energy. Okay? That's pretty much all. That's all Calm does. When you leave Calm, you gain 2 energy. Wrath, when you are in Wrath, you will deal double damage, but so will the enemies. You will have double damage coming into you. She has a third form called Divinity that is difficult to get. It's like you got to like work up to it. You got to build up mantra, and then eventually you get it off. And when you're in mantra, it's 1 turn. It's like your fucking final form. You get 1 turn of Divinity where you deal triple damage and you gain 3 energy. You get 3 energy and you deal triple damage, but then after the turn, it runs out. It just goes away. But the enemy doesn't deal triple damage back. So it's like a big trade-off. You got to get it off at the right time.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So that's kind of the gist of the Watcher. Her other interesting mechanic is this thing called Scry. Scry lets you look at the top of your draw pile and then decide any of those top cards. One, you'll now know the order of those cards, so that's really important. Scry is very powerful. But then you can discard any of them.
This is too much.
Right. Yeah. This is why a lot of players don't watch this character. And as the first card, we're going to look at a card that has nothing to do with any of her mechanics. Pressure points. Apply 8 mark. So it's just a debuff that you put on the enemy.
What is mark?
It's just a debuff. It's a number. You put 8 on the enemy. Can think of it like poison. You put 8 mark on an enemy, and then all enemies lose health equal to their mark.
Oh.
So if I hit you with 8 mark, I go 8 mark. But Hardy Boy also has 8 mark. Both of you are going to lose your 8 mark on that card, right? Yeah. And then the upgrade is 11. And then that mark doesn't go away. It doesn't go away for the rest of the combat. So if I draw another pressure points, I'll deal 16 mark, and then you'll take 16 damage. And the next one, so 24 damage.
It's just like poison.
It's poison, but it doesn't go away, and it only activates when you use this card. So if you have a lot of pressure points, you can bing, bing. You ever watch Naruto with Neji hitting the fucking 64 pulse?
No, I've never seen Naruto.
Shit in fucking Christ.
So it stays like that for the rest of the combat, even after draws.
They never
and
cleanse
shit?
it.
It just stays there.
They never cleanse it, yeah. Unless I think you're the champ. I think the champ's the only one that cleanses it. I think the time eater also, but those are like 2.
And you can only apply it to one
at a
guy?
time. One at a time, yeah.
I don't know. Off of instinct, I think it's good, but I don't understand her. So
yeah, this is the point of the Watcher. The Watcher is
I don't get her.
So the Watcher is an extremely weird character in the sense that new players will struggle nonstop. The amount of posts that are on Reddit of like, I don't get the Watcher, I don't get the Watcher, I don't get the Watcher. Top players have like a 95% win rate on her. She's insanely easy. It's so
like
weird.
Once you get it.
Yeah, she has a very high skill floor. So it's hard to get up onto her level, but then once you're up there, it's like insane. So I don't feel bad if you just take a shot in the dark on this character.
I don't know what she does.
I told you what she does. She does form changing, and she does scrying. So does a card that doesn't do those things seem good?
What's scry again?
Scry's the one where you look at your draw pile and you get to this card.
Oh. And that's good.
Yeah, because think of it like draw, right? Like if I get to draw 3, I draw the 3, then I have to deal with those 3 cards. But Scry lets me look at my top cards, and then I get to get rid of any of them that I don't like. So when I do eventually draw, I'm drawing cards that are good.
What you want.
Yeah, because if there's a good card on top, I can manipulate it so I could be my next card, right? If it's like 3 cards down, I can get rid of the other 2 cards and be like, no, I want this good card next. Scry's really good.
Bad.
Correct. This is a terrible fucking card. Mainly because it's the only card in the game. Nothing else in the entire game applies Mark. Like there's no point in this existing. It's such a cool idea. There's been so many mods that have been made around adding more Mark to the Watcher.
Do you think STS2 will have more Mark?
Fucking hope so, because this is such a cool effect. It's so cool, and like again, it's like if you can get it off, like in the 1 in a million chance that you get it off, it's so difficult, but it's so fun.
A slow claw with more steps.
Next up, Nirvana. Whenever you scry, gain 3 or 4 block.
How often do you scry in this game?
Depends on the run. But I mean, like there's a number of cards that scry. It's just whether or not adding a little combination on it is a good thing. But you can scry pretty easily.
Can you scry multiple times
In a turn?
Yeah. Do you do that often? So this card is like the entire fight. Whenever you
It's
scry.
power, yeah. Powers you just put in play and it gives you a little buff.
I feel like 3 block is not that great, but it also depends on how often you can scry. But I don't think 3 block is that great for 1 mana.
Well, if you're saying it's bad, you'd be kind of right. You'd be kind of right. Scry is really, really strong, but playing around Scry, like being your main mechanic, doesn't really help you like scale and get there. So there's a lot of cards like
I mean, if it had more blocks, sure.
This
but
card,
3
right?
is not that great.
This card already has a lot of block on it, but it's like Scry 5 or
Oh, look at the top. Wait, what?
what?
So you don't get to see all of your cards when you scry?
No, it's just the amount of cards. Yeah.
So
Which
if
is
you
really
have
good.
5 scry.
You scry the top 5 cards in your draw pile.
Do you lose scry?
No.
It's only
It's when you
that
play the
one
card.
time.
Yeah. It's just when you're playing the card.
Okay.
And then there's like Cut Through Fate that does this. But playing a deck around these cards, like you're never going to scale and get strong enough to be able to like win the fight, right? So you need other things. And so like playing around the Scry just tends to not be the way to go crazy. So although Scry is like really, really powerful, and again, I'm mostly talking to chat here, having that be like the main core tenet of your deck tends to not warrant good things, but sometimes it's what your deck is doing. Just not usually. Next up, Alpha.
Gross.
Alpha puts a beta into your draw pile, and on upgrade, it just starts in your hand. And then when you play a beta, it shuffles an Omega into your draw pile. Want to know what an Omega does? Omega is a 3-mana power that deals 50 damage to all enemies at the end of every turn. But you can tell that it's like, you got to play the Alpha, then you're going to play the beta, then you're going to play the Omega, and then you get this big fucking explosion payoff. 50 damage to every enemy at the end of your turn.
I think that's good. Especially if you upgrade it and it starts in your hand. Yeah. I would say it's good.
Terrible. It's not good. Chat loves it. Chat really, really likes it. And I think it's such a cool idea, but it just doesn't fit the character. It just really doesn't fit the character.
Does she not go through cards?
She does, but she tends to not generate. She's weird in the sense that, like, as you're going in and out of calm, right? Because going out of calm gains you 2 energy. She tends to not gain energy. She tends to maintain. She tends to go into calm for 1 mana and then leave calm for 1 mana. So then she's like netting even, right? So she's like staying at 3 energy. So to like be able to draw an entire deck and then play Alpha, play Beta, play Omega, that's like 5 mana. And if you miss it and then it reshuffles, that feels really bad. And so it can take a really long time to get this off. And she tends to just deal a lot of damage in general. So like, especially with Wrath, like dealing double damage, like you don't really need it. It's fun though. It's a really fun card, but man, oh man, is it bad. And it's really funny because when you take it, there's like some ways that there's like a lot of ways in the game to like upgrade random cards in your deck. And it sucks when you get this upgraded because then it's forced to be drawing. You're being forced to draw it in your opening turn. And then by drawing it in your opening turn, you don't get your other better cards. And so it's like, yeah, it like can feel pretty bad. So it's kind of funny. It's like a funnily bad card. Next up, Deva Form. 3 energy. And this ethereal means that if you don't play it when it's in your hand, it exhausts. So if you end your turn and it's in your hand, it'll go away.
You have to use it?
You have to use it, and the upgrade gets rid of the ethereal so that you can miss it.
Okay.
And it says, at the start of your turn, gain 1 energy, and then increase this gain by 1. So next turn, I'll gain 1 energy. Turn after that, I'll gain 2, then 3, then 4. Wait, actually, I should use this. Beta, it's sick.
So you're just like wasting a turn to use this so that you have more energy in the future? I mean, I don't know how she works. So isn't you're saying you have to use energy to go into calm or some shit to like get out of these states?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like wasting, like, is it good to waste 1 turn to be able to do those states more often? And I don't know the answer to that. The answer to that will let me know if it is a good or bad card, so I don't know. Let's go with good.
Chat likes to think that this card is good, but I think it's a big noob trap. It's a big new player trap. A lot of newer players will be like, oh, I never have to worry about energy ever again. But it's usually like you're saying, you waste an entire turn to play it, and then it just feels bad. And it takes so long to scale up to be like a crazy amount of energy, and there's some places where it can be good,
if
but
you go through your rounds often.
Yeah, it just wasting a turn sucks. Obviously, we can all agree on that. 1 energy next turn, meh. For wasting an entire turn, getting 1 energy next turn, meh. 2 energy the turn after that feels good. 3 energy feels better. 4 energy feels like too much, and it just keeps going. Like, it just keeps going where it's just like, I don't need all this anymore, you know? Like, it very quickly is like, what the hell am I going to do with all this?
Yeah, like, does she have draw?
Yeah, kind of. But again, it's like to cycle and you maintain your energy. You're never, like, consuming it all, you know? You're never, like, you're never eating away at the entire...
Well, if you have a lot of draw, you can.
No, because like I said, she's cycling in and out of her form, so she's constantly gaining energy from the leaving calm. But it's like maintaining by like spending 2 to get out of calm, and then you're just sitting there at the same energy over and over and over again. So it's like, it's weird. And this just tends to not...
I do not know what the fuck you just said.
Yeah. Also, I just noticed you see her feet in this card. Anyways, I picked 2 colorless cards to check out. These are going to be the last 2 cards of whether or not these cards are good. Card number 1 is Mind Blast. Starts in your opening hand. It says deal damage equal to the number of cards in your draw pile.
Is your draw pile usually big?
I would say you usually end every run between 20 and 30 cards. Maybe 35. But you got to remember that you're drawing 5 cards on turn 1. So your draw pile is going to be less.
So 15? Or
Yeah,
what?
15 to 30.
Okay. For 2, I don't think that's good.
You'd be right. This card is actually not meant for casual playing. It's meant for endless mode. So in endless, as it says, you go endless. And so you can add like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of cards to your deck.
Mm-hmm.
So this can deal a lot of damage. But in casual playing, it's pretty bad. Pretty bad. All right, and the final card, one of chat's favorites in my opinion. They're always wanting me to take it. Mayhem. At the start of your turn, play the top card of your draw pile. So basically just plays a card for you.
Depends what you have. It depends what you have. I would say more often than not, it's not good to go off of randomness. So I would say it's bad, but it really depends.
This card, like 9 times out of 10 is bad.
Yeah.
Because usually you have cards in your deck that you want to play at specific times. Like you don't want to just...
Yeah, it depends on your deck.
Go crazy and just throw whatever out there. But yeah, like if you had like Feed, right? If it just randomly play Feed, that's really bad. Or if you're playing the Watcher and it puts you into Wrath when you can't get out of Wrath, and so you're taking double damage from the enemy.
Can you see what the top card is on your draw pile?
Unless you have unless you have one specific relic.
Oh, then yeah, no, it's bad.
Yeah, it's terrible. Yeah, usually the RNG is pretty bad, and it's not worth the payoff of getting off an extra card. I did forget, though, I had one other card to show you that was actually in 21 cards. There's one other card on the Watcher that I wanted to show you, and that's Blasphemy. Enter Divinity. Which Divinity is the triple damage? But then next turn you die.
This is like your last card.
That's your final slam.
Exhaust. What's the point of exhausting?
Good question.
So essentially it lets you have a lot of energy and you deal triple damage. So you can only use it if you have other cards.
Yeah, and the upgrade does let you retain it in your hand, so it'll stay in your hand throughout. Like
What?
It'll retain, so at the end of your turn, if you don't play it, it'll just stay in your hand.
Because you want to cycle your deck, no?
Well, you still cycle your deck. You still cycle your deck.
Aren't
It's just
you
that
losing one slot or no?
you have 10 slots in your hand. You have 10 slots in your hand. You draw 5 cards a turn.
Oh. I mean, it's good if you have lethal.
Yeah, lethal.
It's good if you have lethal.
True that. And the beauty of the Watcher is that she always has lethal. So yeah, this card I would say is pretty good because it just allows you to run through so many hallway fights and so many early parts of the game that you can get to larger fights a little bit more unscathed. But the later into the game you go, it tends to get worse and worse as enemies have 400, 500, 600 HP. But I think it's pretty good. I think it teeters on the good side. It's definitely somewhere in the middle, but it teeters on good, and I would say that this card is good. Obviously, you don't want more than one, and you don't care that it exhausts. And funnily enough, the die next turn is coded as a buff. So if you have a way to cleanse debuffs, can't cleanse that. It's not a debuff because like it doesn't like it puts like a status on you that says you're gonna die next turn. But it's coded as a buff, not as a debuff.
And you can't remove buffs?
Can't remove buffs.
I feel like information overload because I stopped paying attention to this game when the Watcher came out. So like I don't know her, you know?
Yeah.
I literally I don't think I've ever seen you play her. Ever.
Honestly, you know why I don't play her? It's not because like she's complicated or anything. It's because people don't watch her. Like if you upload the Watcher, you get like just inherently less views.
Yeah.
It's like people just don't fuck with the Watcher.
I feel like she is interesting. Like I feel like I don't get her, so I would want to watch her, but I feel like once you understand her, is she just boring to watch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I thought aren't you doing like some Giga runs or something? I thought you said those were hard. Why don't you just play her the entire time?
He's an arsonist on a noble quest to escape the wrath of the IRS. He's got conflicting positions in the endless fight for queer folks and